Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Potty Player Entertainment. My name is Chris, and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today, we are finally wrapping up Harry Potter. Yes, Harry Potter. Oh, man. This is the end. It's been fun. It's been lots of fun. But all good things must come to an end, and Harry Potter certainly came to a good end. Let's talk about it. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out in 2011, and it stars Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, Alan Rickman, Ralph Fiennes, Helen Bonham Carter, Tom Felton, and Matthew Lewis. It was directed by David Yates and produced by Lionel Wigram. And this movie, in this one, this is the big Harry Potter finale. Voldemort is out to get Hogwarts, he's out to get Harry, he's out to rule the world, and they're going to go to war with him and his cult to stop him. Look, man, let me tell you something about this. Alright, this is an incredible film. This is by far the best Harry Potter film. I like all of them, especially 4 through 8, but 8... This is it, man. This is where filmmaking is at. Alright, so let's talk about it. I absolutely love how... I was talking about this in my review for part 1. I absolutely love how we're this far into the series, but the series is still getting treated with so much respect. Because normally when you get 8 movies into a series, you don't really get that. Fast and Furious. Anyways, there's also blood in this movie. Blood is good. The action. This movie is action-packed. It's basically the last Lord of the Rings for Harry Potter. Yeah, it's war. That's what this movie is, and it's so great. The special effects are amazing. Voldemort and Harry show down, and it does not disappoint. It is great. It's exciting. It's an emotionally impactful film. The makeup is great. There's no setup either, which is one of the things I like. It's just sort of, all right, you saw part 1. We're going to assume you remember everything. Now we're going to throw you right into this. Let's get down to it. I love that. And also continues to show new cool things that magic can do. That's one of the things I like about Harry Potter, so that throughout the series it shows you new things that magic can do. There's always something new to experience. There's this great scene where like Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in this room, and every time they touch this chalice, it multiplies. And so they're bumping into them by accident, and this room is filling up with more and more chalices to the point where they're getting buried in them, which it was such a cool scene. It's very rewatchable as well, because this movie has so much action in it that it's a very, very rewatchable. Harry also feels like a real leader. It's not like in the first few films where every time he's in a sticky situation, somebody had to come bail him out. No, he has evolved throughout this whole series. It's like in Star Wars. In the first Star Wars, Luke is like, well, I was going to go to Toshi Station to pick up some power converters. And then in the last one, he kicks Darth Vader's butt. Harry has a similar arc. He's this little kid, shy little kid, but he becomes a man and a leader and a warrior. And it's a really, really cool transition for that character. The stakes and the tensions are constantly high in this movie. Constantly. War! I just wrote war with an exclamation mark. Yes, because war is good. In movies, not in real life. The aftermath is super satisfying. This movie does a lot of justice to Snape. You learn more about Snape in the upper half of the series. And this movie does a lot of justice to his character. And I'm going to spoil this movie, by the way. When he finally dies, it's just... you feel closure. You feel like okay with it. Like, okay, this is the last time I'm ever going to see this character. But I'm fine with it because of the justice these movies did to his character, which is really, really nice. The aftermath is very satisfying. Very, very, very satisfying. Now, I do have a few problems with this movie. Now, I have problems like every movie that I've ever seen, so I figure I might as well go over them. The character of Neville has way too much to do in this movie. I don't like that character. I don't care about him. I don't think he's interesting. And he gets, like, so many cool moments in the film. And I was just thinking, Ron should have been doing that. Or Hermione should have been doing it. You know what I mean? Also, Harry basically... remember, like, in the movie, he goes out to the woods basically to die. He went out there sacrifice himself. And he hugs Hermione and talks to her while Ron stands behind him. And then he turns around and leaves. If I were Ron, I would have been like, all right, well, screw you too then, I guess. Why? He just walked away. It's like when Han Solo died in Star Wars and then Chewbacca came back and he and Leia looked at each other and then walked away. Also, Voldemort's death is kind of unclear. When I first watched this, I thought that Neville had actually killed him when he decapitated the snake. But it turns out that's not the case at all. But they just didn't... The way they edited and filmed it, it's not really clear what exactly killed him. I ended up having to Google it to figure it out, which is kind of disappointing. But I will say this. Every movie I've seen has problems, right? Like I said, every movie has problems. And you have to look at it this way. Because we are imperfect in ourselves, anything that we make will also be imperfect. That's science. That's basically science. We cannot create anything perfect because we are imperfect in ourselves. So even with those problems, I'm still going to give Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 a 100. This is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I love this movie so much. I mean, the series as a whole is really great, but this last movie, this is what I love about filmmaking. It's this last movie. Oh, man. We're done. We are done. Check out this cool poster. I got it at Regal. Yeah, Harry Potter and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone turned 20 this year. Yeah, how about that, huh? Pretty cool. Yeah, so I got this neat poster for free. But yeah. Yeah, that's it. All right, we are done with Harry Potter. All right, so here's what's coming next. So I'm going to do some movie reviews for like Shang-Chi and stuff like that, but we're also going to finally get started on Halloween specials. Thank you for rocking with me through this. It was great to talk about all 8 of these films. Am I going to talk about the Fantastic Beasts movies? No, I haven't seen the first one. I saw the second one. It was garbage. I don't want to talk about Fantastic Beasts. So Harry Potter, we are done. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Power Player Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave me review suggestions down in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at Power Player Entertainment for channel updates and written review. No, not written reviews. Sorry, I'm used to my old outro. Follow me on Instagram at Power Player Entertainment for channel updates and much love.